Yes, yes, yes. Whew. I gotta start it off like that. You never know how we're gonna get it going. I gotta make sure that everyone is in. Welcome to the Safe Space Saylee Show. Let me go ahead and get the intro in so we get it going through. The Safe Space Saylee Show. The Safe Space Saylee Show. The Safe Space Saylee Show. Freedom, warmth, and clarity. Woo-hoo! Oh man, I'm so pumped. I'm hyped. I'm always hyped, guys. This is it because this is my life. So I'm always excited about it. Appreciate everyone seeing this, whether it's now on the live or at a later date. You guys know how it is. And happy Mother's Day to the women and the divine feminine on the earth. I know it was yesterday, but we still celebrating it. This is how it's gonna go. You know, I got a guest coming in today, a very special guest. Man, I don't want to. Man, I can speak about when I first met this guy. You know, I never knew somebody who else to put you on to certain things before, or just continuously. Like, man, he got this. It's like he always finding out about ideas. He like, man, shoot, let me put you on. Boop, 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 this is going on. Let me put you on. I don't know people like that, or a lot of people like that. There's some good things. Let me try. I'm gonna go ahead and invite him up, but I want to make sure that he's good. I want to make sure that everyone is good on that part, guys. We got a lot of great things that are in store. You know, kind of when it comes to the Safe Space Saylee Show, I need everyone to be themselves and just to bring clarity and freedom to be you, and that warmth as well too, as I spoke on earlier. I always got questions lined up. That's just what it is. You know, greetings to everybody coming in. That's just what it is. Because as a counselor, you know, not only with the psychological, the emotional, spiritual wisdom that comes with me on that part, it just comes with it. So a lot of individuals, I understand what they're talking about, what they be waiting on to hear. And they're like, hold on, man, Mr. Saylee, how can you speak on these things? Hey, man, I've helped at least thousands of clients, man. But hey, even if I just help one, you know, the Most High blessed me with a lot of things that, you know, individuals, you know, are not privy to. Now, I will invite them on, but let me go and see what's going on with them on that end. And I want to say this about any guests that I have on the show as well, too, that come, whether it's future or now being on the presently or even in the future of the show. I want to let individuals know this. Guys, things happen in life. So if somebody cannot make it in or something they got going on that happens in their background, does the show just stop? No, the show never stops. Even though I went to the dentist today, you know, have my mouth numb, but was I going think I was gonna let that stop me from giving out this information? At least if one lady heard that, hey man, you are appreciated, you're needed on this planet, then it's good. The show did its job. It's like, dang, I put a message even on my page, you know, I was just feeling it in my heart for the divine feminine. I'm like, man, they need to know how much they are needed on this planet. I need it as well too. You know, that mothering energy. Oh man, I don't want to go too far on that part. And make sure to see if my guys coming in. I should have it. See, in the future, I'm gonna have this other line, my other phone. You know, as well too, because I'm on. Right now, we're on one phone. But this is what I want to also let individuals know. It's not how you start, you know, it's how you finish. But not only that, individuals want to do their own show. Oh, they want to do this or they want to do... Well, then do it. People be waiting for other people to set something up. No. You go ahead and set it up. I want to let individuals know this too. It's always the toughest in the beginning, whether it's reaching out to girls or starting a business, loving yourself, finding out, who loves you, going at a new job. You got to figure that out as well too. Those things be tough. But you got to make sure that you're at least doing it. It's always going to be difficult. I remember hearing Beyonce say, even before she goes out on stage, and this lady is world renowned, like all around the planet, she still get the stage fright before getting up on stage. So we're not saying you're not going to be afraid or you're not going to have the butterflies or whatever comes with it, but you're not going to let it stop you. Even my boy Pete last week, we talk about certain things, and I was saying like, hey man, some of these things, I know he was telling me about some, about some trainer, on different things, and I was telling him, does the trainer talk about courage? Now I understand the confidence, I get that, but does the trainer, does he talk about courage? Because that courage is being afraid and still moving forward. That's something that's very, very powerful. And I need individuals to know that. Guys, I got a special message for the ladies, on the Mother's Day on that end. It's the day after, but it's still appreciation on that part. I got to let you know that. Let me see where my boy D is at. Then says that, and then I get him on. Let me see what's going on. Then we got some questions lined up. But if he's not, we still got to go ahead and continue on forward. I need individuals to know this real quickly. Did you help out, an individual, even a feminine energy? Did you help out not even on this past weekend, moving forward as well too? Did you allow yourself even to say something like, it's as simple as good morning? How was your day? Don't be worrying about if anybody checked in on you. No. You have to be that individual to sow that gold in, even if individuals didn't do it to you. Don't let the world get you down about yourself. Nobody can ever break me to not be, let's say, positive or to be expressive in what I believe in on that part. No. It's not going to work. Even if you reached out to somebody, let's say you say hello to somebody and they don't even respond back to you, that shouldn't take anything away from you. Guys, I gotta teach the Unbreakable course. I may have to teach a course. It's called the Unbreakable, but it's not a one-day course. It could be even a year. But see, for everyone, it's different. How do I build in to become better? How do I build up to become greater? On that part there too. So there's a lot of things that come up when it comes to being great. When it comes to being, very expressive, on that part. There's a lot of things that come up. You have to make sure that you're good first. And the thing is, you may go a whole elementary, middle school, your whole school, academic life, and you weren't taught even how to live. I'm telling you this. You got other people that want you to prioritize things in their life, but they don't want you to put you first. No. It's not happening. It's not going to go that way. I'm not going to go that route. Hold on, I want to make... I don't want to pass up Dennis. I want to make sure he comes in. On that part. Hold on. Let me make sure that we get it going good. Hold on. Guys, give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Let me check this out real quickly. Let me make sure that it's good, guys. You hear the tranquil sounds in the background? That's kind of how it is. Those tranquil sounds in the background. But the thing is, alright, let's go forward like this, guys. I know this Mother's Day was a bit different for me. Only because I feel a calling, in my own heart. It's like, dang, man, how are you gonna show the women in your life or the women that you talk with, whether it's in a session, counseling, or just out in public as well, how are you gonna let them know that they're appreciated, that they're loved, that they're needed on this planet? Don't let that patriarchal system fool you. Don't let it fool you. I know they might not prioritize certain feminine needs or certain things like that, but don't let it fool you. You got some soldiers hidden in the, that's hidden, in the bushes, in the grass. They waiting, but it's activation right now. I'm talking about right now as we speak. So the thing is, I want to let also individuals know too. When you get to a certain part in your own life and you start realizing like the individuals around me that I even love don't love me, or they don't appreciate what I have going on, you gotta be strong enough to disassociate, to pull away. Even that's one of the reasons, even me being in LA right now. Certain times it was like, hey, I didn't get the love that I wanted. And see, the thing is, don't let individuals tell you too that, man, your love is too big. I mean, you're requesting or you wanting too much. This is my life. I want what I want. You can't just tell me what I want. I need it for myself. Or people try to trick you out and say, hey, man, nah, you can't ask for this, or this isn't the time where you ask for this, or where you actually get it. But you gotta understand. I know they say in the scriptures too, they talk about asking and you shall receive and things like that. Don't be afraid to ask. Man, I'd be quick to ask somebody. Not only a question, but like, hey, make me a meal or something like that. When I'm talking about a meal, I'm talking about a meal, guys, a lunch or whatever. Especially if you brought it up. Don't bring up certain stuff if you're not ready to do it too. That's something that's very, very powerful as well too. Because you have some people there, some people all talk. They all talk on that situation, and it's like, oh man, you in a part where you just bumping your gums, but then when the pressure is applied, then you turn upside, but then you realize who somebody really is on that end. So this is, I want to make this real clear. This is kind of a Mother's Day edition, but then a Mother's Day appreciation. I placed out a video on calling all of my social, platforms, guys. I'm on Facebook and on Instagram, on those different things as well too. And guys, I keep my page public for a reason. I need everybody in the world to see it, and I don't care if you in, Indonesia or you in the Philippines, wherever. If you see it, you see it. I'm not hiding nothing. But that's because I love exactly who I am. I want to make sure my guest doesn't, try to get in, but I want to make sure he's good. I want to make sure he's good. But yeah, so guys, don't shy away, or don't be afraid to be 100% authentically you. Even if the person you love don't like it. I mean, me as being a counselor right now, I told my mom, I'm like, hey, Mom, this is the life I live. After she said something to me, was like, yeah, she said something like, Daniel, your family, they don't want to, when they're talking to you, they don't want to hear the counselor. They don't want to hear that.
It's 7:15.
Confirmation. She was like, they don't want to hear that. But I'm like, hey, I can't really do nothing for them then. Because I'm in that mode 25/8. there's nothing that can take me out of that particular position. There's nothing out of that particular position. I'm a counselor when I'm sleeping, when I first open my eyes in the morning, right before when I'm eating, even when I'm eating and drinking too. I'm counselor. That's what it is. And I know even some other, I see that. Let me relax on that. Let me relax. People try to call me all these other names or what it may be. It is a counselor. You can look it up. I'm not anyone's professor. Nothing like that. It's just on a counsel on that end. And guys, I've worked with at least over 1,000 clients. Now, have all of them been appreciative of what I got? No. But I know I at least have one get past their barrier or that resistance of, let's call it I'm not even going to say self-hate. Get past that period of needing others' approvals, or get past that era of courageousness. Get past that part of, let's say, the shame, that fear and that guilt too. I know individuals, they stay on that for their whole entire life. They don't get past it. And it's like, dang, man, you got to come another life to get it. And who knows, it may be tougher. But I want to let individuals know this. Like, hey, man, if you're trapped into fear, guilt, shame, the best solution for that is to love self. And I remember not hearing the self-care. It seems like people are just talking about it now. But these things probably were out. But they weren't, I think, needed as much. They was maybe, born in 91, so there was a lot of love before. It seems like I'm in a different world now. People are not prioritizing that self-love, and you can see it. It's like, dang, someone's trying to just get over on you on that end. Hey, and I mean, I'm not in that battle. I'm not in that battle with someone else, or who else has more, who else has this. Because you have people that have finances, they still don't even like this stuff. And I've talked not only with clients of millionaires on that end as well too, but you'll have individuals will say it. This is not making me happy, even if you have those finances. So that means you got more searching to do. You got some more work, especially if you in life. You got some more work to do. Because if you found that, let's say that, if you found that joy, that freedom, or that love, or that happiness, you become the unbreakable. It's like I tell my other boy too, I am the unbreakable and I am the unstoppable. This is just what it is. I know people say, oh man, he's arrogant, he does that. I don't care what nobody else calls me. That's not what I'm focused on. I'm looking to see how to get individuals out of the muck, out of those muddy waters. And I want to let individuals know you can't make it out, but you got to be very intentional. You have to be intentional. You have to be serious about it. And you got to be able to not let even the individuals that you love pull you away. And I love my family. Whether they may say it or not, hey, I'm not even focused on if they say it or not. I know how I am. So if they feeling a little bit different, hey man, that's good for them. It's just like, when I think they had that one diagram where somebody's looking at a picture from one angle, they say it's this. Some other individuals looking at this from another angle, and it's something totally different. That's kind of how I am in life. It's like, how I look at me, nobody will probably ever look at me that way. And that's all right. I'm trying to give everybody the wisdom on this part. The way how you look at yourself is most important than how somebody else is looking at you. You got the chance to nurture and give yourself some much needed, I'll say, food to get past that level of where you would need the validation. I was thinking somebody who was talking about this too, you don't need the validation, and that's very true. You don't need the validation, guys. I'm looking now. Shout out to everybody coming in as well too. Went for my boy Dennis, to get on as a guest, but we all cool. I told you all. But that validation, guys, you got to realize some individuals are looking for it. I remember I was seeing with Tyler Perry. I posted up some videos on IG. Guys, follow my Instagram as well too. Got a lot of brilliant things be on the Instagram. So on the Instagram as well too, it's like some guy was saying, Tyler Perry was talking with some guy. I don't know the guy. He was talking about, man, I just need white folks' approval. I just really want their approval. But see, right there, forget if you're white, black, you're Mexican, or you're a man of color, or you're not, or you're Indian, or you're Asian. That doesn't matter. You looking for another human's approval? You gotta make sure that you're good within. I think who was it? Erica Badu, Lauren Hill said, I always get them mixed up. I know folks gonna be mad at me like, damn, how you get the? But I think it was Lauren Hill said, how you gonna win when you're not right within? So you can never win. I'm gonna say it like that. I know people say never say that. No, you can never win if you don't get right here, and that's it. And if I was one of those types, that'll be the show, but it's not. Because they got so much more. So the thing is, it's like, all right, man, Mr. Saylee, how do I start then? I'm going to take something that my boy PS said. Very, very powerful. First, you got to go into the mirror. This is one thing to do. You can do. Go into the mirror. Can you look yourself deep in your eyes and say, hey, man, I love the way you're showing up in the world. Regardless of how anyone else is showing up or what anyone else is saying. You want to make sure that you have that conversation with self. It's how do you talk to yourself too? That's another powerful thing right there. How are you talking to yourself? Let's say what's the first thing you do when you open before you're waking up? Or after you wake up, you open your eyes. Can you say, man, I love me. Let's create the day. I don't care how the day shows up. I'm going to still show up how I want to. Or even before bed, too. It's like, oh, man, we did our best today. We did. One of the things that I try to say, to myself on this online, like every day gets better. But you got to be sure of it. You got to make sure that day is getting better, though. Now I understand the words may come out like that, but you don't feel like that. Keep saying that. Keep saying these words. Because you got to understand, let's say you live 40 years, 10 years, 50 years, 30 years of negative self-talk. Then it's like, dang. You think a week of just some positive self-talk is going to work? Now, hey, it may. But let's be truthful within ourselves. If it works, then that's good. But you may have to put years, or let's say a year, maybe let's say 6 months. But you want to make sure you're like this for the rest of your life. I remember sometimes I'll be seeing on Facebook, I'm like, dang, I was thinking like that 10 years ago. Sometimes those memories on Facebook, man, they really show you who you were. At least back then. So remember that too, guys. How were you? Go to your social media or whatever. Go to those posts. How were you posting? How were you even thinking? And I'm like, dang, sometimes I see a post 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 15, 13 years ago. I'm like, It shocks me because I'm like, I was like, that was on that level. But that just lets me know I still have more work to do. Even though it was 13 years ago, then you were still speaking positivity, or still speaking about self-love, and still speaking charge, and still speaking worthiness. And you were still speaking in a manner where it's elevation. That just shows you as like, dang, I was doing something good then. So I didn't stop there. I didn't stop at 1 year, or I didn't stop at 5 or whatever. I kept going. So that's the thing I try to tell my friends too. You gotta keep going. You still alive. You gotta keep going. I don't care if you start today. Start today if you feel like, dang man, Mr. Saylee, you got 10 years on me. You got 15. You got 5 years and 1 year on me. Okay. Soon it'll be you. How many days? If you start today, you'll have one up on folks, on individuals. But it's not about how you look compared to somebody else, compared to your old you. This is why, man, I can speak with anyone, not whether it's in family, public figure, or whoever. I'm showing up as me and my chin is up. Like this is me. Whether if I'm smiling at you or, you know, or let's say maybe I pulled up in some energy for I had a long conversation with someone and they weren't feeling well. I'm an empath as well. So it's like I take in a lot of energy from others. But I can say it's not how I feel about myself. So if I'm sad in a situation, it's just I know somebody else was sad. Or I talk with somebody for, let's say, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and they were just really sad. You know, on that part. They were just really sad. Shout out to everybody, you know, just coming in and vibing in. So you gotta understand what's your energy too. Because you may have even some thoughts. You gotta understand the thoughts that you have, and how do you even know if they're yours? Are you listening to positive music? You gotta understand that you creating your reality. I don't care if you in, you know, you in India, you in Australia. Shout out to my family in Melbourne, Australia. It don't matter where you at. The planet is ours. And no one is going to shape or shift it away from how I want it. I remember this one guy had told me, he was like, hey man, you know, you got one earth, but you got 8 billion worlds. I think it was 7 something then, but he was like 8 billion worlds. And I'm like, dang, that's powerful. So with who I am, it's my own world. Hold on, I think they wanted me to take a break, but no, sometimes it's like the 8 billion worlds. You know, like that. So what that mean is you are the creator of your own world. And I'm gonna have this gonna be on YouTube. So guys, I don't care whether if it's 1 million people in, 0 people in, this essence has to get out. And I need individuals to know this. It's like, dang, Mr. Saylee, are you telling me, are you really, is that woo-woo stuff where I can really create my reality? Yeah, take some time on yourself. Be easy. Be calm and cool on yourself. Don't be affected by how the world wants you to be. I know how the world wants me to be. I know how I grew up, especially being a man of color. Whether it's the judgment, I started loving it now. I loving the judgment just like the love and the hate. I want all of it. And I've been telling folks like that too. I want it all. Because it can't break me. Shout out to Erica now. I'm trying to say hello. What's good, what's good, what's good. Yeah, but I want that hate. I want the judgment as well too. Do you know even when I got my hair like this, people looking at it, I get frowns now. Frowns. So it's like I can't wear a fro. I can't wear a silk fro. I can't do nothing.
It's 7:30.
7:30. We got an hour left. I mean, we got about 30 minutes left. But it's like that. So you got to understand. Even if I had a short haircut, no one won't like. Someone's not gonna like something you do. I remember this one guy that I was chopping in with. I'm like, dang man. I mean, I didn't say it to him. I'm like, dang, bro, just because my hair like that, you just switched all the way up? Like, dang, man. But then you got to remember, too, guys, don't be shocked that people are jealous of you. You might put it on better than anyone else that they know. Maybe they pops or somebody that they looked up to couldn't even put it on the way you put it on. And it's like, who is this person? Who they think they are? Obviously better than what you think you are. Hey, man, you know. People will always tell you what to do and what not to do. I need you to be in a certain situation that where you're excited about what you're doing. Just even with me right now. I want to go out of the country. No, I will. It's more than a one. I'm waiting on a few visas. And the thing is, when that's cleared, oh man, I gotta make my move. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love America, I love LA. I mean, all this stuff is cool. But this is my earth. I gotta see what's going on in the corners of it too. What if, let me say this to you, I remember telling this one girl that as well too. What if you're supposed to be in a certain area to help not only the planet elevate, but to help yourself progress in a ways that you are not even aware of. But you in the lockdown state, not an actual state, but you're in the lockdown mode, being in the US or being in America or being in South America or being wherever country, state, wherever you at. If you don't get to that new area, you can never even see your true potential. And that's scary. It's like, dang, so if I lock into this country right here, I can never actually get to my true peak. That's some wild stuff, guys. Imagine you going to another country. It's like you breaking your shell. It's like you breaking out of what you used to be afraid of. I remember even with getting the diagnosed with the MS, having to use walkers, wheelchairs, and scooters and all that. I thought it was, oh man, I'm stopped forever. No, I ain't stopped for nothing. If anything, let it give me more energy. Let it give me more power. Now let me talk to individuals. Now they know I'm dealing with something. They're like, dang man, this guy keep going, he can't give up. It's not gonna happen. I won't let it happen. Because I know what I have to bring to the planet. It's just something that I have to do. You know, and I know the MSers, I know sometimes it's frightening to tell people that you have a medical condition or a physical condition, or individuals call it disease or whatever you call it. People say they hate it. Oh man, I hate it. No, but for me, I love it. Because I feel like I get a second chance at life. And I don't care what nobody else says about it. I don't care if the whole world hates it. But I love it. Because it gave me a second chance. Gave me a second chance at life. Gave me something to use to slow me down. It's like, dang man, what did they say, smell the roses or whatever. I had to chill a little bit. Probably was moving too fast. Like, bro, hold on, chill out. You're supposed to relax. Now, as a counselor, man, with this MS, it's put me in a position that I would never be in. That I would never be in my life. And now imagine. I remember reading this book called You Are the One. Then by Kute Blackson. You guys should go pick that up. Look up. It's real. Why is it real? I remember seeing an individual or reading about an individual in there. There's a guy who was blind. You know, he was in the wheelchair. I don't know if he had legs or not. Something like that. But it was what individuals look at in the world. It's a tragic situation. And you know, you're like, dang, man. People just feeling sorry. People feeling sad on those situations. But he loved his life so much. Even that couldn't break him. That's some powerful stuff. And that's why I told myself too. Now I'm like, I don't care if I'm in a hospital bed. You don't think I can go live from a hospital bed? You don't think I can jump on this internet from a hospital bed? As a counselor, I've seen certain clients join a class from the hospital. They wasn't gonna let nothing stop them. Whether they wanted to see their family, or they want their license back, or they wanted to get cleared by the judge, or whatever. Don't let the situation stop you. Oh man, yeah, people be worrying about the bills. Oh, I gotta pay that bill, I gotta do that bill. Okay. I'm not saying don't take care of your bills. No, take care of them. But don't let it break you down. Like, oh man, if I don't take care of it, I'm gonna be done. You're never done until you're off this earth. And maybe even, I don't want to go too far into that. Maybe even when you're off this earth, maybe you're not even done then. But if you're still around, I feel the numbness, my lip feeling a little weird. But that's, let individuals know I'm really about it. I had to do this. I had the dentist earlier today, but I still had to do this. It didn't matter. You know, and the day after Mother's Day, with this divine feminine, and I want to put this message out here too, because I will place it out on the YouTube and little clips I will put on, you know, IG and Facebook on stuff like that. But I want to let y'all know, when it comes to the divine feminine, the women, I'm here for you. You got a guy that's fighting for you. Whether you're, you know, you're in Japan or wherever, you're in Africa. Man, dang, I got a young man of color. He's a soldier for me too. Yes. He's rocking with you. So you really got somebody that's fighting for you that you may not even know. Sometimes people will be feeling alone now. You're like, dang man, nobody don't believe in what I got going on. Nobody don't really values me. No, that's wrong. That's not true. Don't look at yourself like that. You are valued and you are needed on the planet. Yeah, this month, like I was saying, this Mother's Day was very, very special to me. Because I'll let you guys know I'm real. I have to. I figured that because I love children. I do. You know, I was a couple years ago, I did have my number one fan, guys, because I make music as well too, as an artist. King say, come on, man, Mr. Saylee King say. But yeah, I had one of my, my niece, I call it my number one fan. She was taken, from me off of this planet. And I had to come to a decision. I was like, dang, I could be down about the situation, or I could live in appreciation of how she even felt for me. And so am I going to be mad at the world, or could I be happy with the world that I was even able to experience it, even if it was 1 month? Now, I got so much time. I got videos I could never play. I could never place all of them online. There's a few on my King Saylee page. There's a few of them there on Instagram. But she taught me things that no one else would ever even teach me. Not even my own mom can teach me. I mean, the pureness of love. I mean, almost makes me want to shed a tear now, guys. But it's just that real. It's just that real. And that was one of my goals. You have to go with the children, to have children. But now, since not only because of this Mother's Day has passed, but with this divine feminine, I got to empower the women as well, too. because that's probably that the gap between to get to the children. Because if I empower, because I'm all for this women empowerment. Because if I'm on this women empowerment, let's say, expression or mission, oh man, then I know the children will be more than ready. And I'm not looking for anyone to like this. I'm not. I used to, like in the old days, yeah, like, oh man, somebody said that they like what I got going on, or someone they don't like it. It's the same to me. It's really the same. Whether they say, oh, Mr. Saylee, you doing good, or Mr. Saylee, you doing a terrible job, that's the same to me, man. It's the same. So just want to let you guys know, I'm gonna always be real myself. I just have I can't show up no other way. Oh yeah, and I want to say this too. I can't show up no other way. But probably in July. I want to do this in July. We'll skip the whole month. Who knows? Maybe it could come in June too. But I want to do this in July. Because I always felt like a matchmaker on that end. But I want to get 2 guests on. It's not like the change your heart. It's nothing like that. But this is really pairing up individuals to bring more power. Because sometimes individuals feel like, oh man, love's not out here for me. Love is not there. But you got to realize too, once you love yourself, the love is there. Now I know people are like, oh man, I want to love from someone else. But for that July, I want to do something that where it's not a dating show. No. But it's something where I want to have men and women to really discuss, like, hey, what do you want? And with every guy and every female is different. It is different. So let's say I bring in a guest. It's a man. He really probably don't know what to do with women. I mean, that's all right. But then you got a lady that's on this world too. And maybe we'll put a question on the floor and they're just discussing about that certain situation. Guys, steal the idea. Take the idea. Go ahead. And that's how I've always been like that. Please take the ideas. Now look. So if you can bring 2 people together online, and it's like, man, whether they can find love or just to even find friendship, forget the love. Find the friendship first. Find the friendship first. This is what it's about for me. Being able to love what you have to offer. Like for me, nobody can ever tell me anything that I don't have to offer. No one can tell me. I'm not going to listen to you. Because I already know I have. This can't be bought, man. This is why I can't be bought. But like Saylee, what you giving out, man, this stuff is priceless. Yeah, that's how I feel. And it's like, man, when you awaken to certain things, it's like, you got to bring that energy. You got to bring that essence out. So yeah, I'm looking for that to come in July. Maybe June too, who knows? Hey. But I want individuals to realize this. Things will change in your life, but you have to make sure that they change. You can't wait for certain things to just happen like that. Oh yeah, and I'm going to get this touch up too, so don't even worry about that. Yeah. So you may have things that you want in life, but you being afraid. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. Man, so many powerful people. And to be sitting back and thinking, man, just conversing with you guys and just thinking about it.
It's 7:45.
7:45. We got about 15 minutes left. I was looking at that astral cartography, I think. I was like, whoa. I'm not going to break down some things. I'm not going to break down too much further on you guys. But please look into it. There's certain areas you're supposed to be in on the whole planet that actually even work out for you and make things work a little bit better. I saw one area, it was I had a circle over the whole country. I'm like, damn, I gotta get there. Who knows, you know? But yeah, so you know, it looked like my guest wasn't, you know, he didn't. But he knows I still love him, man. Things happen all the time. He knows how I feel. He better not have been shy. But it's still all cool, man. He knows the love is there. And that's the thing for me, guys. Whether someone shows or they have something that happens in their life happens. You gotta make sure that you still keep it going. Still keep going. Do what you have to do to make sure that you win. And nobody can stop me from winning. They can't. They actually cannot do it. And like, dang, Mr. Saylee, I thought you had the whole show planned. I thought you had this. He was gonna come in and do this. Hey, man, things change. Things must change. They have to. That's the only thing that's constant. Imagine last week to this week. Yesterday to this day. Yesterday, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers on that end. But then today, it's different. You know, so how people view me, it's not even none of my concern. It really isn't. Whether you like me, whether you're jealous of me, whether you hate me, whether you love me, hey, it's the same for me. There's no one that matters more because that they hate or that they love me, that they're jealous, or that they want to be in a spot. Oh, man. See, what I'm here to teach now, not even now, but this is what it is. You have to be in your spot, man. Walk your path. And love your path, too. And no one can stop me from my path as well, too. And I love America. I do. But when it comes time for me to see what other areas, I think there was this one girl, I forgot her name. She was talking about she's in Indonesia now and doing a couple things. Guys, this hair is coming up. But yeah, to the one girl, she was in Indonesia. She was talking about leaving from America and Indonesia. Things are just working out for her. That's lovely. And then when she speaks about, and when she speaks about individuals coming over there and just kind of exploring what works for them. Remember, that's not for everyone. It's just like the music. Hey, that's not for everyone. There's some people, they be liking to make music. They love it. That's good. But you know, to some of us, I'm gonna say it like that, team included, it's effortless. For some of the individuals, got put in a lot of effort. Like with this counseling, it's effortless for me. Effortless. You know, I want to let individuals know too. Find your path. Find something that may be effortless for you. It can even be in a relationship too. People like, oh man, I gotta try. No, man. Lady gonna make it easy. She gonna make it effortless. I mean, I ain't gonna speak up too much on that end. I remember when July come, we get to talking about these relationships. See, that's the thing. That's something else that's very powerful that I know individuals want to talk about. But they may be afraid. A lot of people have fear, man. So imagine that. Check that chart on my page. It's that list of emotions where they got fear at the bottom. It's his own hell. Do you know how many people are trapped there? People stuck. They can't even move. You stuck in that fear. It's not going to work on me. It's not going to work on me on that part. You got to remember, if you're stuck in that, that's your own hell. Now, can you break out of that? Or you be in hell for, this life, another life, and different things like that. Remember, the choice is yours. What are you choosing? What do you actually want to do? I believe when it comes to this life, we got so much power on what we can do, but we're not making the decision to shift it because we're thinking about what somebody else may think about it. I remember even when I was before I started this counseling, I remember taking some courses. Shout out to Dr. Thomas, man, one of the best, counselors, doctors, psychologists on the planet. I'm gonna say it like that. One of the best ones on the planet. And I would even challenge him. I know he says it, but yeah, because I believed in my stuff. So I would challenge him. Only because I wanted to grow. And that's the same thing I wanted for him too. And at that time, I didn't think, oh yeah, I'm challenging you because I want you to grow. No. But I know I wanted to get as much information as I could from him because I know, he just thought differently. Sometimes you have certain individuals, they don't think. They actually just don't even think. You got to understand that just because you're a human, you're walking around this life, you're doing things. Everyone doesn't think. Everyone doesn't even have an established mind. You see people just walking around. You don't know if they have mental disorders. You have no clue. Thinking that somebody is just, happy with their life. No. So, some people are miserable. Whether they're jumping on this app, they're just walking around through life. Sometimes I do a lot of people watching. I do a lot of people watching just to see what I can pick up on from somebody else. It's like, dang, this individual is not happy with themselves. Whether, everyone want to talk about, the childhood, where it came from. Excuse me on that end. But find out. Is it something that you can change? I'm more than aware of that. You can change your situation. So when I look at individuals now, I'm like, y'all trying to be stuck in how you live, bro. That's cool. Be stuck in it. Stay there then. But don't try to block somebody who wants to elevate or lift up out of their current circumstance. Nah. That's why it's tough for me to be a friend, to individuals. I used to be around a lot of people, like a lot. But now, because I ain't going to take no dysfunction. I'm not going to take no looking down on yourself. I'm not going to take disrespect. Even you cannot disrespect yourself even around me. So it's like I keep my field, my environment pure. People don't even be around that too long. No. I love myself too much. And some people don't. So it's like, dang, man, they just want to, oh, man, Mr. O's. They like Mr. O's. Hey, well, then good riddance. Good riddance, man. I don't. I'm sorry you do. I apologize that you missed the old one. But this Saylee, this Mr. Saylee is someone that is ready for all the challenges. You got to have that mentality as well too, that you're ready for all of the difficulties that are presented, because they're gonna come. I tell my clients all the time, I'm like, y'all think that just having a session with me or you with me for 3 months or with 18 months or however, you're not done. After you're done seeing me, that's when the real battle starts. I just gave you some tools. I gave you a little break, a little recess, a little understanding, but the real lesson comes after me. So after you get a session with me, or after you even an experience with me, hey man, you about to get tested. You about to get tested. I just sent you to one of my best and brightest counselors. Oh man, you about to get tested. Let's see if did you really soak it all in, or were you just, yeah, I'm just here. You didn't take advantage of it. Sometimes you got the best people that's around. Even on this app too, a lot of great people. Shout out to AM. Shout out to a lot of individuals on here dropping some great information. But after you sit in with those individuals, are you ready for the test? After you heard the information you needed to hear. That's how to be sure that you grew, that you got some growth. The fact that you were tested on that situation, and that it showed you, like, dang, okay. It's just like I tell my boy too. I'm like, man, y'all be reading all these books. Cool, man. Read 1,000,000 books. Go ahead. Read it. But man, that experience, the best teacher. Mom told me that. That's why the book smarts and the street smarts is different. That's why they got this term called imposter syndrome. And that's why, like, some of my clients that got PhDs or whatever they doctors, that's why that title, you can carry that title. It doesn't mean much to me. Let me say that. It just doesn't mean as much. I don't care if you study, you got the book smart, you got 20 years of book smarts. That's good. Where are the street smarts? How much of that? You got even a month? You got a month, at least 6 months of street smarts? You know? You gotta understand, like, hey man, there's certain things that you will not get to, certain levels you will never reach, because that book capped you. Man, like that, I can't even go past. Because the book capped you at that level. With the streets, I feel the streets is infinite. Now, am I telling people not to get any kind of book smarts? No, use both. Go get some of that book knowledge. Because there's certain things that I may have learned from in the books as well too. It's just the terms, just to be sounding cool. Just like countertransference or imposter syndrome. Yeah, that stuff sound cool, but we see it every day. It's every day in the street. That's the thing. The things you see in the books are right there in the streets. That's the thing. So all you really need is your street knowledge. If I were to pick one versus the other, it'll be street knowledge. Because the book knowledge is in the streets. The book knowledge is just structured in a way that show up in a textbook, you know. But yeah, guys, we got about a minute left. We about to get out of here. We had a good session, man. This was good. I love doing this. This was powerful, because the best sessions are unplanned. I was going to have, a guest was supposed to show up. I know something probably happened with him. I hope that he's all and well. Prayers to him and his family. His mom, all the mothers that's in his family as well too. All the mothers to the individuals that's seeing this now or at a later date. Please make sure that you're taking care of yourself. That's the thing. I don't know how much longer I got. I'm not talking about death, really. I'm just saying, like, hey man, sometimes Who knows? The EMP could hit and nobody.
It's 8 o'clock.
And nobody is on anything, electrical. But yeah, guys, I appreciate everyone on that end. You guys are amazing. Everyone who's ever seeing this now, or it can even be 10 years later. Some of the videos that made me showed up 10 years later. I'm like, dang, I'm seeing this 10 years later. And it still applied. And that's why I like hearing certain songs. You know when they say certain songs are timeless? That's what they are. Certain songs are timeless. You could plug me in anywhere and it's going to work out. So yeah, guys, we're going to close right there on the Safe Space Saylee Show. 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 Freedom, warmth, and clarity. Woo! Alright, guys, I really do love you all. Please take care of yourself and make sure I'm here to express self-love each and every Monday. What's that? Monday at 7 p.m. We may have a guest, we may not. They may show up, they may not. Nothing don't stop what this got going on. Unless I'm on a plane or something. Y'all may get a Safe Space Saylee from on the plane one of these days. Or at least I'll do record it and then show it or something like that. But yeah, guys, please take care of yourself. Please love yourself. Please look in that mirror before you go to bed and say, hey, man, I love you. You got what it takes to be great. All right, guys, peace out.